He's cleaning mineral buildup from water chemical reactor cylinders. So explain what that is, Cory. Good morning, bud.
Well, good morning, you guys. You know what it's like if you go to a convenience store, perhaps, and perhaps they're not as attentive to their water situation. Say the ice machine. You know, you go to get your ice and you put your cup in there. Sometimes that tab that you're pushing against, it's all crusted up. It's got that white kind of a goo on it. That's calcium and magnesium buildup. And when you get into a very, very large water use situation, it really builds up. You're looking at some of it right now. And the good news is that today we've got Mike Boyko with us from Dynamic Water Technologies. First of all, tell us where we are now and what we're going to be looking at here.
We're at the Banner Corporate Center. Banner actually was a great early adopter of our technology, and we put the system in to help them save water. So they're able to get much higher cycle use out of their water and basically recycle the water many more times than an average site. They're looking at rolling this out, and they're going to actually put this into all their facilities, saving about 104 million gallons a year.
Oh, my gosh. Well, in a state like Arizona, that's important. So in these tubes, gosh, that's ugly. That's not good down there. Come on down here with me.
Absolutely.
You know what I love? An impact wrench. It makes me feel very, very NASCAR. So we're going to try to get these guys off here. You get the bolts down there, or the nuts off. There we are. So our goal here, once this is, there we go. Once this is opened up here, yeah, oh gosh. So what am I pulling out here? What's the chemical composition of what we're dragging out of here?
Calcium carbonate is the primary element, along with a little bit of silica and magnesium. But this is in your drinking water, and you actually need some of these minerals. You just don't need all of these minerals.
So thankfully, we can't see this in our drinking water, but it is pretty impressive. Now, we need some of this, right?
Absolutely.
We couldn't, we couldn't be ingesting this much of this stuff if it were not necessary for us. It's in there for some kind of a reason. Absolutely. Now, the nation of Israel, they're pretty much the front runners in this kind of technology, right?
Absolutely. They recycle 85% of all their water. The next best country is Spain at 17%, and the United States, we recycle 5%. So we need to do a better job. We live in the desert here, and if we're going to stay here, we're going to need to do a better job on water conservation.
Gotcha. Now, what do you do with this stuff?
They actually feed it to cows in Israel. It's just calcium, magnesium, and silica. So this is like any other mineral supplement.
Really?
Absolutely, yep. There's nothing wrong with actually consuming this material.
Oh, is that so?
Absolutely. I've actually done it many times. It just tastes like toothpaste.
What? What kind of toothpaste do you use? It's awful.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to eat a little more of this next time we get together. Why did I do that?
Is it that bad?
I'm easily
what does
tricked.
it taste like?
Yeah, give us a rundown,
Like a
Cory.
baking soda, or?
Troy, it's not great.
It's not great. It's not great.
It's okay.
The cows in Israel like it.
Yeah, I guess. Well, Israeli cows are known to be pushovers for this kind of weirdness. Next time we get together, I'm going to add another flavor into this, and I think it'll be a little more palatable.
Like
Come see your friends at Dynamic Water. Okay. Oh, it's going to be better than peppermint.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're going to like it.
Okay.
What a tease.
More coming your way from. Yeah, it is a tease. Mike and Dan's going to be on the air as well.
Ooh, Dan.
Dan, I'm going to trick Dan into eating some of this stuff.
Good.
Yeah, we haven't even met Dan yet. You're going to love this guy. See you in a few.
Okay, sounds good. Jobs week. Cory's cleaning mineral buildup from water chemical reactor cylinders, and he was talking about recycling water, Cory. What do they use this recycled water for? Is this like cooling, or what do they do? They're not drinking it, are they?
No, but they're able to continue to push it through their cooling towers, and we're seeing one of them here at the hospital. And so it just means they're using less water over time than they would otherwise because they're using this technology. Dan Dupaix is with us, and Dan, you're with Banner Health, and this must be a great savings to you guys, not just in money, but in water itself, right?
Yeah. So, we're always looking for ways to reduce our water usage or our energy usage.
Gotcha.
And, this technology we've tested over the last year saved us about 4.5 million gallons of water.
So you made a nice
on this
comparison
site.
here. If this
Right.
is the amount of water, of course this is smaller, but if this were the amount of water you were talking about in the past, you're
This
cutting
is
it down to
what we
this.
this is what we would typically use. This is how much water we would use in with this system here.
About
So
30% or
saving us
so.
about a third of our water usage.
And where else in the valley might we see this kind of technology?
So Dynamic Water has this system deployed in several places around the valley. We're looking to deploy this at 17 locations of our locations here in Arizona, and that will save us about 104 million gallons of water in a single year once we get all that installed.
That's great. So, Mike, I have a question for you. How often are you going to have to change these reactors out? That's desludging, so to speak.
Yeah, we actually clean them out about every 3 to 4 months, depending on how much mineralization we have coming in there, but that's pretty typical to do it quarterly.
Well, let's get down here and get into where the action is now. Again, what are we looking at? Come on down here. You're going to love this, Stan. What's the compound we're looking at?
This is calcium, magnesium, and silica. This is in your drinking water. It's in every bit of drinking water that you have here in Arizona.
Yeah.
And so it's something that we have to mitigate. We have to deal with this.
Well, have you had a hard-boiled egg yet today?
I haven't. A little protein's always good.
Yeah. Now, I find you say anybody can eat this, right?
Absolutely. The cows in Israel love it.
Well, Troy, Celeste, is there any particular spot you'd like me to dig in for my seasoning here?
The chunkiest part.
Oh, don't make him eat a big chunk.
That looks bad.
That's a lot of silica.
That's a lot of silica?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
What'll that do
All right,
to you?
We'll just give it a... Doesn't do anything, Celeste, I don't think.
Nope.
I shouldn't expect any weird reaction from this,
Right.
should I?
No, not in the first year.
Oh, not the first year.
It takes time to build
Just
up.
eat lots of fiber today
right.
and you'll be good.
Cheers.
Ah,
Not bad.
really?
Look at you, Cor.
That's exactly what this egg needed.
Here you are, Dan. All right.
All my tests are negative. Enjoy.
Oh,
is
no, Dan.
gonna eat
If
that
you need this
partially
kind of
eaten egg?
service,
That's what I want to
It's
see.
your
Is Dan
fa-
really going to eat that?
He's going to finish
He
it
did.
off. Oh, way to go,
he
Dan.
ate it off.
Wow.
You're
He
right.
ate it off the sissy end.
Oh, good call.
I
Dan.
don't mind. That's all right.
I don't know this guy.
Yeah, neither do we really.
You're right. Dan is cool.
Come see your friends at Dynamic Water Technologies and come have something removed at Banner Health. See you soon, you guys. It's
else we
Dirty
get to
Jobs
do?
Week.
Yeah, that's good. You know what's great about Cory is the guy goes from like